What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Big Evil Gaming, back with another video. And we're kind of going to go off kilter a little bit, guys. And I'm going to do 10 things you may or may not know about me. So without further ado, let's get into it. Starting off, number 1, some of you guys may or may not know, I was actually a lead vocalist for a metal band named Wing It. Now, we only had 2 mixtapes, and we never did go on tour, we never did do any gigs, but we were scheduled to do a studio album 2 months prior, or 2 months after the fact that we broke up. What had happened was, first of all, we had a lot of equipment failures, and just, we were shelling out so much money it wasn't even worth keeping it. But the first thing that happened is that our bass player actually was putting up a plate glass window, you know, one of those big motherfuckers that go in the living room. And what had happened is that it shattered and he fell through it and ripped his entire arm to where he caused nerve ending damage. He caused and severed several tendons to where he couldn't play anymore. And so we lost our bass player. And it's scurrying to find our bass players. We had amps blow up. We had certain instruments just fail and up and die. And we just had equipment failure after failure. Our soundboard and our switchboard even got destroyed and even shorted out, to the fact that we had to shell out over $10,000 just to buy new equipment to keep going. So more or less it just became a hassle. And so we never really did make it to studio time, and I would love to be in another band. I would love to be doing metal vocals again, screaming again, you know, and doing all the you know, all that stuff. I would love to be able to go on tour, but you know, just gotta wait for that time. But yeah, so if you guys, and from what I last heard is that the mixtapes are actually out on eBay. So if you guys catch a mixtape with Wing It on the top of it and a guitar with wings on it, man, pick it up, because it could be ours, you know. So number 2 is that this one's actually kind of embarrassing, but as a young child, I actually had to wear pull-ups until I was 6 years old because I had encopresis. And what encopresis is where it happens to small children. It's you're able to grow out of it, but it's where that you can't control your bowels, and so you end up either number 1ing in your pants or number 2ing in your pants. And I had to wear pull-ups in kindergarten because of it. And I went to kindergarten when I was like 5 years old. So from 5 to 6, for like a whole year up to that, I had to wear pull-ups because I would crap my pants all the time, and I couldn't help it. I couldn't control it. But I, thank God, grew out of it. And you know, but it could possibly be passed down to future children I have. And you know, it's something you gotta live with. But you know, what the hell are you gonna do? So yeah, that's number 2. So number 3 is that my favorite PS4 games, as you guys may know, some of my favorite franchises are Fallout. I definitely love Fallout, in a sense to where I could put myself into a character's perspective and be like, holy shit, you know, this actually could happen in our society. You know, somebody poof, pushes that nuke button, you know, we could be in that kind of environment. And you know, even though Fallout 76, we all know about the travesty about that, I still play it from time to time because it's still fun to me, and I absolutely love playing it. But I definitely love Fallout. But some of you guys may also not know is that I'm a huge PlayStation 1 nerd, man. I love playing old Final Fantasies, old Crash Bandicoots. I was a huge fan of that, and excuse me, and just to go from there, I was just a huge retro fan. But and I would love to do a lot of retro games, but due to the fact I don't have a capture card, I don't have the money to get a capture card right now. I would love to do retro games, and that's usually why I rely on emulators and stuff like that. But I would much rather have the original hardware than use the emulator. But yeah, so that's number 4. Definitely really, really cool of mine. So number 4 is some of you guys, I know definitely most all of you guys don't know this about me, but I binge watch Bob Ross daily. Bob Ross, you know, I'm not a big art guy. I can't draw for jack shit. Most I can draw is a stick figure, but stick figure holding a what looks like a blaster. But you know, I love watching Bob Ross. Bob Ross, you know, when in my free time, whenever I'm stressed over something or I'm just completely ticked off about something, you know, I'll go onto Twitch and I'll watch Bob Ross, or if any of my Twitch friends are live, Jason Paradise being one of them. I'll just, you know, flip them on, watch them, and enjoy, just sit back and be, you know, shade, 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 we love the shade, and all that stuff. And actually, 4th grade, that's how we learned to paint for arts and crafts, man. We watched Bob Ross do it, and you know, it was so much fun. But Bob Ross is definitely, you know, rest in peace, Bob Ross. But he was a fucking icon, whether you like it or not, man. Dude could paint like nobody could believe. And so yeah, dude, I binge watch Bob Ross daily. Some of you guys may not know about that. But let's go on to number 5. So when I started streaming, I actually wanted to be a strictly Twitch streamer. I had no interest in YouTube. I wanted nothing to do with YouTube. Mostly because of YouTube's strict rules and regulations. I just wanted to go straight to Twitch. But the thing with Twitch is that I was not getting the following that I did when a lot of my other friends were streaming on YouTube at the time, and they were getting a bigger following. They were getting bigger of a cult fanatics and stuff like that. And so I kind of, quote unquote, switched to the dark side and started streaming on YouTube. But I kind of started streaming to YouTube and Twitch, and a little bit of Mixer, and I think I may go back to streaming on Twitch and YouTube just for the hell of it. But definitely, yeah, I just wanted to be strictly on Twitch. I wanted nothing to do with YouTube. But I've found more of a following on YouTube. I've found a lot more friends on YouTube, being J-Love, Solid Nate, you know, Megadan, Diehard Gamer Bros, Chris Levi 13, you know, and the list goes on and on and on. T-Belly, Phil Twerpin, Darth Lucian, and you know, like a whole bunch of you guys. You know, I found you guys through YouTube, and I wouldn't have it any other way, you know. But yeah, I just wanted to be on Twitch, man. But I'm so glad that I, you know, switched it to YouTube, because you know, I wouldn't change it for the world. But yeah, so I just wanted to be strictly on Twitch. Number 6, a lot of you guys might find funny. I find it kind of embarrassing because kind of shows you guys how much of a fucking pansy I am. But I'm deathly afraid of spiders. I have arachnophobia. I want nothing to do with spiders. As a kid, I would fuck with spiders all the time. My 2 older sisters were always bugging me, always harping on me, because I was a baby of the family. You know, I was the only boy in the family, so of course, you know, sisters, they gotta fuck with the little kid. But I love my sisters to death, and if you 2 are watching, I love you. But you 2 were hell on me. But I love you. But the only way I can get them to stop is I go down the basement, and I had a pool table, and I had a whole bunch of other stuff. I kind of lived in the basement, quote unquote. But I would basically go down and I'd pick up spiders and fucking chase them off in the bathroom with it. And but as I grew older, you know, I started learning, you know, that, oh fuck, these things can kill me. What the shit? And you know, and I learned that the daddy longlegs is the deadliest spider in the world, but it can't, you know, protrude its venom because its fangs are too small. And it kind of got me thinking, like, I should not be fucking with these guys at all. But I digress, you know. And another thing that kind of made me a little bit more afraid of spiders is that a friend of mine actually got bit in the shoulder by a black widow, and they had to drill a hole about that big into his shoulder, and it was just a fucking pit. And came to school with it, and he showed all of us, man. And it was the most disgusting thing I'd ever seen in my life. And it just, still haunts me to this day. But yeah, I mean, I'll kill a spider, but like, I gotta have 8 layers of fucking clothing to do it, you know. And when I miss and it jumps, I'll fucking run up the stairs screaming. I don't like spiders. I want nothing to do with spiders. But yeah, you know, just what are you gonna do? I mean, I don't know really what you can do for that, but yeah. So number 7, most of you guys may already know this, but I love doing impressions. I love impersonating people, video game characters. I can do the entire cast of the original Black Ops series. You know, I can do, God damn it, we're back in this fucking thing with more damn zombies. What the hell are we gonna do now? You know, I could do Dempsey. Well, I think we should grab the shotgun, protect the vodka, and go rampaging through the damn trenches to kill some zombies. I could do Nikolai. I believe that it would be best for us in the Japanese Legion, for the Empire to protect and serve the army. I don't think that is very wise. You know, I think I need to get my hands on Maxis' brain, so it would be wise to stop this whole zombie madness. You know, I can do all four of them, and I can impersonate, you know, a lot of other people, and I just love doing impersonations, man. Like, it's one thing that I would love to get in, which kind of ties into number 8 as well. So, number 8 is that I want to do comedy. Definitely would love to do stand-up. You know, I love making people laugh. And it's one of my traits, man, is making people laugh, just having fun. But I really want to get into improv, man, doing the impersonations and doing improv and stuff like that. Kind of like Whose Lines It Anyway got me big into improv, you know, because I would watch that with my mom when I was a kid, and I would just laugh my ass off because, I mean, it was just hilarious, the stuff you could do and the stuff that your imagination could take you. And that was definitely one of the biggest things of my life, is wanting to do that. And, excuse me, but I definitely love that. So it definitely would be something that I would love to get into, you know, down the road. Number 9 is actually kind of a funny story. Well, I was transitioning in my move from the Midwest to the West Coast. I actually got to visit Las Vegas for 8 hours, and I walked out with $250. What had happened is that while I was taking the Greyhound bus from the Midwest to the West Coast, we had an 8-hour layover in Vegas. And I was I was running out of money, and I only had about maybe $60 to get me from Vegas all the way over to where I live now, which is SenCal. And so more or less what had happened is that the bus station was right across the street from the Golden Nugget, and I said, you know what, fuck it, I'm in Vegas, I'm in the city, sin, you know, Mafia City, what's up? But but I'm a fucking idiot. But anyway, I decided, you know what, I'm here, might as well just gamble, you know, have a little bit of fun. So I took $20 out of the 60, and I went to the Golden Nugget, and I went directly to the Texas Hold'em, the poker tables. Put down $20, and I said, let it ride, just let the 20 ride. If I lose it, I lose it. Oh well, there's nothing I can fucking do. And you know, if I win, oh well. If I win, I'm just gonna stop. Oh well, fuck it, I'm gonna stop, take whatever I won, go back, and wait. You know. And I was smoking 2 packs of cigarettes a day. And what had happened is that we were playing, and I got 3 aces, and there were 2 jacks on the table, and I beat the house. And I walked out, and I won $250. And the dealer looked at me and goes, "You gonna let it ride?" And I said, "Fuck no, I'm done." I took my money and I walked out, went to the gas station that was about 2 blocks down, bought a carton of cigarettes, bought some food, bought something to drink, and went back to the station, and that's where I waited for about 6 hours. So, kind of lucky on that one. So, yeah, dude, like, that was the biggest moment ever. It's just winning $250 at the Golden Nugget, and getting to visit Vegas for 8 hours. And eventually I do want to go back, spend a couple nights there, sightsee, walk the strip, stuff like that. But I got to be there for 8 hours. So to all my friends, fuck you guys. I went there first. Fight me. I love my friends, but definitely, man, like it was a lot of fun, and it was a great experience to go on a bus and then see new places that I never thought I would see in my life, and it was really cool. So excuse me, number 10, the final one, is that I eventually want to do web design. When I'm bored, I'd like to doodle on Photoshop, and I'll make a lot of cool emblems, a lot of cool logos. See if I can pull one up really quick. Let's see if I can pull a quick one up. Let's see here. there we go. We'll do this one. So that right there, I kind of just doodled around and kind of fucked with and kind of made something cool. And this actually is a logo that I did for like a role play wrestling thing, just for fun, for a couple of my friends. And I'll just sit there on Photoshop when I'm bored, and I'll doodle and I'll make awesome logos like that. And I thought it was kind of cool. Like that's one for my friend, and I even made one for me, you know, just for the hell of it. But I'll show that one too. Where are you? There you are. So this is one that I made for me, you know, just kind of for fun. But now I got bored and just figured, you know what, might as well just do it. So that's what I did. But I would definitely love to get into web design, making logos, making cool, you know, banners and shit on Photoshop, and just have fun at it and make some money doing it. And definitely would love to make a job out of it, just, you know, because it's something that I like to do when I'm bored. And it's kind of more of a hobby, just making cool logos and cool little doodles and stuff like this. Like another one that I made. Let's see if we can do one last one really quick. One that I actually made. There we go. There we go. I made this one. Just went straight out and made this one. I got really bored, and I'm not gonna tell you how many different pages I had to do just to make that. But you know, I just like doodling on Photoshop and fucking around and having some fun. But definitely love to get into web design. So there you go, guys. There you have it. There's 10 things you may or may not know about me, and I would love to see some of your guys'. So JLove, Solid Nate, Chris Levi 13, Phil Swarpin, you know, Fern. Definitely would love to hear 10 things I may or may not know about you guys. So you know what to do. T-Belly, I'm calling you out first because I want to hear 10 things I may or may not know about you, buddy. So anyway, guys, thanks for joining. If you liked the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Losers, click the down arrow. T-Belly, that one's for you. But anyway, guys, hopefully you liked the video. And if you want to join the Evil Army and you never want to miss a video or stream that comes out, be sure to hit that subscribe button down there. Click, click, boom. Welcome to the Evil Army. Just that simple, guys. But anyway, we will see you in the next one. Keep it locked, keep it loaded. And remember, always be noticed. And I'll see you guys in the next one. And just for everybody, we're going to be streaming in just a little bit. So stay locked, stay loaded, stay tuned. And we'll be up. So I'll see you guys in the next one.